really thought you were going to call when you said 30 more of these, huh? And I was like, oh, goddamn it. I was like, here it comes. I call.
Get a raise here from Hans, whatever you want to call the guy. The guy with the beautiful hands, clearly, as we look at a queen high flop. Got an action flop here for sure. Tom Dwan has flopped a straight. Peter with top two. We have been kind of waiting for our first action flop of the day, and we've got one. Tom Dwan, who was our biggest loser yesterday, up against the biggest winner, Peter, and it's two pair versus the straight. And Doug Polk is the one raising. For what it's worth, Doug is not drawing dead. Peter makes the call. 92,500 in the pot. Action back over to Dwan. Dwan makes the call, $119,000 in the pot. Blank on the turn. Dwan now 83% to win the hand if it goes to showdown. Peter checks it. Oh, wow. Peter ran like a god yesterday, and he continues. He checks back the turn and fills up on the river. Dwan betting for value here. He has no reason to think that his straight isn't good. And he bet 72,000. And Peter has the stones. He's got the absolute nutter balls. 191,000 over to Peter. Just a question of how much does he raise and can Dwan get away from it?
Front row. We're sitting courtside.
And Peter checking back the turn, going to be incredibly difficult to put him on a full house right now. Each one of those purple chips, there's 25K each.
Huh.
There's the reaction from Dwan. Yeah. After just a brutal day yesterday, it continues in day two.
What's going on?
$415,000 pot. Dwan with the straight.
My brain's not working enough to find a language.
What a cagey check back from Peter.
Picking up today where we left off yesterday, huh?
Yeah. Just Peter's raising the river. I'm in a spot where, like, how can he have it? But he's got to have it. And then...
How can he have it? But he's got to have it.
What? How much more is it? 152?
152,000 back to Dwan. Pot is 415.
I think it's 152. Right?
152.
How much is in there? 32 plus 20, 116.
Dwan trying to figure out the odds here. He's getting
116.
less than 3 to 1, maybe 2.7 to 1. Rough math.
152 more. Oh. You don't have a set, right? Do you really have Queen 10 or Queen 9? I feel like you check it. I don't feel like you check it. I feel like I'm never good, but how can I be beat? What the fuck? Can you have like ace queen? Maybe? I don't think so. Vertucci, sorry. Ooh, 1 second. 1 minute.
Dwan takes a lot of heat for taking a lot of time, but this is a difficult spot. Peter, an absolute statue.
I just don't feel like he chats too far. Chats so fast, too. Just so fast.
There's the call.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit of a slow roll as he says nuts.
Oh, my Lord.
At a $567,000 pot, the biggest pot of the night so far. Right where we left off, exactly. Tom Dwan now down about 1.2 million over the last 2 days. With Dan raising to 11,000 with sevens. Peter with king 7 of diamonds.
How old is your kid?
16 months.
You have a new, pretty, yeah. Getting any sleep yet?
Honestly, like, the sleeping was pretty good overall.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
What a cooler. What a cooler. Case 7 out there. Action Dan with a set of sevens. Peter with top 2. Oh, that's crazy. How does it happen? King 7-4, 2 hearts out there, so a pretty wet board. Peter with top 2. Action Dan with a set of sevens. That's the case 7. And this pot already 51,000, 18,000 to call. And this could be one of the biggest pots of the night, depending on how it plays out. And Peter is raised to 68,000. Back over to Action Dan. Everything has gone Peter's way the first 2 days until now. Action Dan makes the call, $169,000 in the pot. A 4 on the turn. Pretty crazy, as we just saw 6-4 fold. Now, Peter can still beat ace-king, king-queen, but he does lose the aces. He obviously also loses to a 4. But Peter bets 150,000. Action Dan is only
When I grow up, I want to be like Peter.
losing to pocket kings or pocket 4s.
Issuing total devastation left, right, center.
And Action Dan makes the call. $469,000 in the pot. Here's the river. Unbelievable. Oh, my. I spoke too soon. It just continues to go well for Peter as he runs as hot as the sun. How does he do it? What a sick spot. Action Dan could have, should have won an enormous pot. But somehow Peter wriggles free, and now we have a $719,000 pot, $250,000 to call. And Action Dan can just beat a bluff. I mean, he can only beat a bluff.
Sand is becoming crazy.
But then I see him again.
Somehow, some way, Peter finds a king on the river. And he is going to get paid. A pot just under $1 million. And look at that smile. Oh, unreal. Steve just shaking his head. King 7 versus 7s. Steve did fold a 4, by the way.
Just watch the stream.
Yeah, I watched the stream. I mean, there was a lot of action going on in the river. It was a big pot.
Good commentary. Just give him 2 minutes.
Peter's world, we're all just living in it.
Yeah, holy fuck. I folded a 4 there.
There you go. Peter's world, we just live in it. True story.